Morning. Well, only just. So this is the start of the Highland Way, October 2023. So just got the bus and the train down. So it's a bit of a half-day start, which is a bit weird for me. I've done Highland Way twice before, but both times I started first thing in the morning from here. So all my timings and camp stops are going to be out of joint. So I don't actually really know where I'm going to stop for the evening. But I guess that's going to make it a wee bit more interesting. So currently we're walking through Mud Dock Park, I think it's called. So day one is a day of walking through mostly farmland, to be honest, all the way to maybe as far as Loch Lomond, but as I've only got half the day I might not get that far. But at least it's not raining today. That's the Shire. That's where the hobbits are. That's me 6.5 kilometres in. This is probably the worst bit of road walking on the Highland Way. It's not for very long. I reckon it's about 400 metres. And one little tip for you. If you do need to walk along a road like this, so obviously walk on the right side, but just grab a walking pole and stick it out. Just stick it out a wee bit. You'll see cars should give you a lot more room. I'm worried about the paintwork in my carbon tip. So you just kind of swing your walking pole about a wee bit and they get the message. So now I'm going to come off the road, go up there. You can see a couple of walkers up there coming down the path. This is where you start to see the hills, which is good. Leave the, was it Mud Dock Park forest back there. Get off this stupid road. And there's not many, well there's not any relatively big roads like this from here on in. Busy road. Ben Lomond off in the distance there. Can't quite see Conic Hill. Must be round the corner a bit. Feeling a bit stuck in the middle here. Got cows to the left of me and cows to the right. Oh yeah, cow! Coming over? Loads of them. So this very straight bit, I believe, used to be a railway line, and it's incredibly straight. It's raised up above the fields around as well, but it must go on for about 5 kilometres or so. It's so straight. A bit boring, to be honest, but at least the walking underfoot's really easy. The path's really hard and good. It's a Glengoyne distillery, I think it's called. Tempted to go over for a wee dram. I'm not. I know my son Max would probably camp here for the 5 days and just go in there every day. Never been actually, but it's just a distillery. Ponies and goats. I went through Droomin there and they have made it up to, I think it's called Caravan Forest. So this is between Droomin and Connachtkill. Just been gradually rising up out of Droomin until this point it's levelled off again. I'll drop down and then obviously climb up over Connachtkill. Right, just nearing Connachtkill now. Had some bad news. There's some signs back there saying the route's closed because there's an unsafe bridge. So I'm doing what you shouldn't do and I'm just going on ahead. I'll have a look at the bridge, I'll have a look at the river and assess it when I get there. But yeah, a bit of a curveball. It's now just coming up to 4:30, so sundown's at about 6:15. So I've got another just under 2 hours before I need to pitch my tent. But let's just see if we can get across this river. What a beautiful new path this is. This was a shocker a couple of years ago. It was just so rutted, you could hardly hike down it. Now it's just like a staircase almost. Just steps all the way down. So this is the end of day 1 of the West Highland Way 2023. What a view! This is my wild camp spot. This is my wild camp. Not too bad. There was a spot over there as well, but it was a bit of a slope. I had a better view, but I wouldn't be able to get sleep probably. So all I've done is put the tent up, and now I'm going to get all my stuff in, cook some dinner, have an early night. This is 6:30. It's just starting to get dark now, so I'll see you in the morning. Morning, Robin. How are you this morning? Come to say hello? Alright, fair enough. Good morning. Excuse the bed head. So I've just unpacked the tent, just about to pull it down. Nice dry morning. Let's see what the views are like. I actually noticed there's still a lot of flooding. It's over there, you may be able to make out. So it's trees, there's a tree line in the loch, so I also noticed at Balmaha it does look like the loch's quite a high level. so that might affect whether I take the low path later on. So there are points where the path goes right down to the loch, and I'm a bit worried about having to wade through the loch, which wouldn't be very good. So it's about 20 to 8, so I'll get away before 8. There's a robin in it, mister. Oh, it's going to go in the tent, look. Better make sure I don't pack away a robin in the tent. So feeling good. I slept from about, I don't know, 7:30 till midnight, and then kind of dozed from midnight till 7ish. So very good sleep actually. It was quite quiet. Nobody walked past me until I think someone walked past about 6 o'clock this morning. But nobody since then. A nice quiet spot. So this is going to be the Loch Lomond side day, which I've been looking forward to. Don't know where I'm going to stop tonight either. Could be quite interesting. So hopefully make it to the top of the loch, but it might just have to be near the top of the loch because it's a long day this. Seeing a lot of trees in the loch. It's not a good sign for later on. Oh, beautiful day. Beautiful day. But the loch is definitely very high. So it's been quite a nice, serene, quite level walk so far. Now it looks like I've come to the steps of doom. And the steps go up here. Oh yeah, there we are. These steps go up for quite a long way. Oh well. People talk about the north part of Loch Lomond being very up and down, but they underestimate the south in the middle. Very quaint, this cottage. Not so quaint water. Don't think I'll be taking any of that. So here we have the clansman. Probably not the same one as from the Still game. Apparently they serve drinks from 11. It's now 11:30. I'm sorely tempted to go in there. But I think if I had a pint I would suffer. But, burger and chips and a pint of lager. No, I'm above all that. I'm not going to do that. Definitely. So just coming into Riverdennon car park. There's Ben Lomond up there. Might accidentally hike up there, you never know. I've done it before. Been walking along this road for about a couple of kilometres so far from Riverdennon. Quite a boring part of the Loch Lomond side. The weather's still brilliant. Okay, decision time. Do I take the low road or the high road? I think I take the high road. I've been diverted before now because of the height of the loch. I don't think it's worth the risk going down there and hitting the loch basically. It'd be quite difficult to find a route around it, so unfortunately I think I'll Oh, I did the lower path the last time, so I guess I'm alternating. So I'm going back to the high road now, which is a bit of a shame, but I think the risk is too high. The size of these trees.
I mean, the one thing you can, I'm sure this walk is guaranteeing is a good night's sleep. Probably get the feel of the hour and like.
Right, that's end of day 2. A long day as usual alongside Loch Lomond, and I'm now at Benglass campsite, so I'm looking forward to getting a shower now, and I think I'll go into the bar to get a proper dinner. Looking forward to that. I've just pitched my tent over there. Don't know if you can see it. It's got a light on inside there. So I'm gonna get a shower now and then dinner, and then probably another early night. Today was actually not as much difficulty as I thought it would be. It seemed easier than the last 2 times I've done it. Even though it was longer, I've never gone from Balmaha all the way to here. So yeah, it's good. And it didn't rain, it rained a couple of times, but only for about 2 minutes, and then I had to get my waterproofs back off again, so it was a bit pointless. But anyway, the weather's been very kind. And I've made it here, no injuries, so I'm going to get a quick shower and then off for dinner. Good morning, this is the start of day 3 at Benglass campsite. Kind of half packed up so far, and it's about 8:20, so quite a late start this morning. It was a long day yesterday, and I went to the pub last night, so the pub is just over there, nice and handy. But this morning it's very, very wet, so I'm going to have to shake this thing down a bit. But today I hope to camp from Benglass, which is top of Loch Lomond, up to where am I going to go? Bridge of Orchy. So let's see how that goes. Do the West Highland Way, they said. The views are stunning. This wasn't in the forecast. It's meant to be sunny. So I'm about 1.5k in to day 3. Just walking up to Creelanach first. But hopefully the weather's going to improve. It's a bit cold in this mist. The walking's good. What an excellent path. More like a road. The Falls of Fala. Actually not that much water in them today, unlike last week. Last week I reckon it was up to here. See, there's some debris up here. This was just immense last week. I saw it from the roadside. And it's still flooded downriver. Lots of warnings about this tunnel. Tunnel roof gets lower, like you can't see it. And here we go. Oh, a big backpack. This is a bit awkward. Oh shit! This bike got wedged in there. Oh, this one's a bit better. Hello! Woohoo! Hope there's no one out the other side. Well, the cloud's starting to dissipate now. Just about see Ben Moore through the cloud there. And we've got this sign here about Highland Crossroads. It actually says this is a halfway point on the West Highland Way. I'm not sure about that, to be honest. I thought it was Tyndrum. I think I'll need to do some research when I get home. So onwards and upwards into this forest. So I'm just making my way through the woods between Highland and Tyndrum. This is probably one of my favourite parts of the West Highland Way. So scenic. It's lovely. So I've climbed up to well over 300 metres now. So it's been all climbing up since the start of the day. And I'll reach a bit of a summit of the path in the woods here before descending a wee bit, then up to Tyndrum. Then there'll be some more climbing, but yeah, a bit of an undulating day today I think, but very scenic. It's lovely. The weather's still holding out. It's obviously really foggy this morning, but it's not like you get too wet or anything. It's quite nice actually, because whenever you feel the sun you feel a bit too hot, so you're never happy, eh? But it does kind of spoil the views, obviously. I think it's all lifting, so we'll get the views when we come out of the forest of all the mountains around. What's this guy doing? Very good. Talking of the lost sword.
That's what he said.
Is he a way to try and find it?
No, he's going
That'd be
to take
good.
a photo of the reflection of the trees in the...
Ah, very nice.
It's a bit boggy down there.
I can imagine. Very good. This is me just pulling out a tin drum up the hill. Got back up to over 300 metres again. A lovely view ahead. This is Ben Doreen. And I had a steak and gravy pie and a coronation chicken sandwich at the wee grocery shop. So spirits are high now. The sun's been out for quite a while. It's actually quite hot. I was worried about burning. Imagine getting sunburn in Scotland in October. So I'm trying to work out when I'm going to arrive in Bridge of Orchy. I reckon I'm going to get there about 6. But if I'm much before 6, I might be able to climb the hill over to Inveroran. So I'm not sure. Also depends on how many tents are already pitched at the wee spot at Bridge of Orchy for all wild campers. So we'll just need to wait and see what time I get there and how much space is available. It's a lovely spot at Bridge of Orchy though, so, but I know there's an even better spot at Inveroran where I've not camped at yet, but it looks pretty idyllic and there's a pub there. So we'll just need to wait and see. It'll be about 3 hours or so for me and probably about 2 seconds for you. Look at this. Had to be quite quick to get the camera out for this. Looks like a private jet. It's a bit weird. Private jet, and it was banking hard through the glens there. Very strange. This is me at the Bridge of Orchy campsite. First here. It's just coming up to 5 o'clock. It's awfully bumpy. It's not that nice. So I'm going to press ahead to Inveroran. Up over this hill for an hour. So a bit of a risk, but might as well. Might as well. It's 5:30 and the sun's setting. Probably about halfway over to Inveroran. I bumped into someone just there going the other way, and they were kind enough to tell me the pub's shut, and they've even switched off the outside water tap, which I was going to use. So I deployed the water filter and filled up a burn just back there. So I was pretty lucky to get that info. And I probably would have managed down there because I'll be camped next to a river. So I could have done the same trick there, but it's just nice to take water from a burn up somewhere like this where you're pretty sure it's clean, but I filtered it anyway. So there's the summit cairn for this little hill. So I'm just about to get over that and descend into Inveroran, I think it's called. Unfortunately I won't be popping into a pub again. I'll just be pitching my tent and cooking up some dinner. Oh well. So this bridge just up here is going to be home for the night, I hope. That's the Black Mount. There's the other side of that is Glencoe. So yeah, my house is just over there and I'm going to be spending the night in my tent. Slightly frustrating. I make these choices. There's a deer pretty much where I want to pitch my tent. There's more deers up there as well. Deers? There's more deer up there. Or I could pitch right there. Looks nice down there actually. There's this tent there. Yeah, I think I'll pitch down here actually. Yeah, a bit more secluded and away from these deer. Oh, there's more deer over there. Yep, there's going to be deer everywhere. Okay, quite a few deer here then. Yeah, there's a stag just up there. He's not following them, but oh, look at that! Straight through the river. I think they're going to be with me for the night. Just to hear all the roaring and groaning from the stags ever since I climbed up the hill over there. Just non-stop moaning. Okay, so I think this is what you call a cold snap. The tent's frozen, everything's frozen. Pretty bloody freezing. Glad I brought my gloves. So I'm just going to sort everything out and try and dust off the as much of this as I can before I pack it away. Right, sorry about that. I don't know if you'd have got the last video or not because it cut out because of the cold. It was really frosty down at the tent, or where I pitched my tent. It took me ages to get all sorted out. The cold obviously affected the battery for my camera. So I've charged it up for the last, I don't know, hour or so, and I've just made my way up out of Victoria Bridge area, or Inveroran, just heading up to Rannochmoor now, that way. Still quite cold, but it's not too bad. cold enough to have my down jacket on, so I'm glad the GoPro still works. And I'll just soldier on. So I didn't say in the video down at the tent because we were rudely cut off, but this is day 4 of the West Highland Way, so we should be aiming for Kinlochleven now, over Rannochmoor, past Glencoe, over the Devil's Staircase and down into Kinlochleven. So should be relatively straightforward, although it is a bit cold today. It's forecast to rain tomorrow unfortunately, but there you go, can't have it always. So onwards and upwards. Coming up to Glencoe now. It's me just walking past the King's House Hotel. It's a lovely hotel if you got money. So as a measure of how expensive it is, I popped into the bar, thought I'll treat myself to a can of Coke or something. I grabbed a can of Iron Brew. So the price list, that was going to be £1.50. I thought £1.50 for a can? That's a bit steep, but alright, fair enough. Went to the bar and the guy said £2.85. I said, are you kidding? £2.85 for just a wee can of Iron Brew. So I put it back down, I said you can keep it, walked out. I think I might have swore a couple of times. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's taking the piss. Anyway, fantastic view. I'll stick to my burn water with some flavouring. You collective more. Not quite sure which way it is to go now. Got a feeling it's that way. Oh yeah. Hopefully I won't get lost. Alright, where do I go now? Oops. Oh dear. So this is the start of the Devil's Staircase. Goes up over the hill there. I think I'm just going to take a break here so I can have a drink and a chocolate before I attempt 250 metres climb. We're about 300 metres here. The summit's at 550 I think. So So yeah, a bit of a steep push up here. Just going to find a rock to sit on. Still going the right way at least. The Devil's Staircase, 550 metres. We're just about the top, let's call it the top. So, pretty much all downhill from here to Kinlochleven, which sounds nice, but it isn't. It's quite a steep hill, seems to go on forever. But at least we're probably an hour and a half or 2 hours away from Kinlochleven. All the views are coming out now. Views of the moors to the north. We'll soon see Ben Nevis. And so it begins. This is the start of the long road down to Kinlochleven. It's the end of the path there from the Devil's Staircase. We're still at over 300 metres here, and this takes you all the way down to sea level. Well, that's the end of day 4 now. I've just entered Kinlochleven, so sore feet. It's always a bit of an awkward descent into Kinlochleven. It's quite a horrible road to come down. And I got this campsite, really funny pods and stuff. You put your tents over there. So this is where it ends for me today, and I guess I'll start off back here first thing in the morning. Right, so I've just started day 5 of the West Highland Way, and it's a bit windy. This is supposedly the worst weather day of the 5, but it should be the easiest, although I'm starting to wonder because I've picked up this hiking partner who's a bit of a hard taskmaster. She's already told me I'm fannying about, so I'm not quite sure how hard this is going to be. Do you want to say hello, Lisa? Yeah, so I'm in for a tough shift. Fun guy. That's the climb out of Kinlochleven done. Just come up onto this road now. We'll be following this road for a few miles. As you can tell, it's been awfully windy. But we're 10k into the day now. About halfway probably. How's it going for you, Lisa?
It's a little bit windy, isn't it?
Nothing more than that?
Camera.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. sun was going to come out.
Gunsy. Here we go. Just about to start the descent into Fort William now, and looking up at Ben Nevis there. That's just about the summit. You can see just in cloud there. You can see the tourist path goes up the side of that hill there to the halfway lock-in, and then it kind of zigzags up to the summit that way.
Showing off. Yep. He's only walked like 96 miles and he's putting in a run. 96 miles? 98 maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure how far we are on.
That's us at the end of the Highland Way. There's a guy that says you're at the end. What do you think of that, Lisa?
Yeah, you're just lying because we've actually been in the pub for hours and we've had lots of wine and beers and pizza and garlic bread.
No, I've not had any wine, but we have been in the pub. I've not had any wine. But this is the end. And it was a great 5 days, a great 1 day for Lisa.
Great 1 day. What is stopping that?
So, yeah, that's it.